Yay! Okay. Happy Tuesday, everybody. It is the Empower Empire team call. I hope everybody is having an amazing week, an amazing start to March. It is March 12th, so we are almost halfway through the month. We are getting ready for the launch of Ultimate Portion Fix. So that is going, right now it's only available to coaches. So you guys can still be pushing the challenge packs and getting people to sign up as coaches. That will help you rank advance. It will help you, I don't know what that is. It will help you rank advance. It'll help you reach some goals. And the way I always present the coach opportunity, especially if people are a little hesitant about the $16 a month fee, is number one, the $16 a month fee is not charged for the first 30 days. So they can always try it for the first 30 days. If it doesn't work or it doesn't give them the results that they want, then they can return it and get their money back. Shout out to Mandy for letting me know that, because I didn't know that. And within the $16 a month is still going to save them money on their shakes. And it gives them the opportunity to build a business if and when they decide that they want to. So that's always how I kind of talk about it. And I'm going to go more into the price objections, because from our team page, I saw that that's what a lot of you guys are dealing with this month. So I want to go over it and just let you guys know, like, ways to combat that, basically. But real quick, another announcement is Super Weekend is approaching rapidly. It's literally 30 days away. I am very sad to announce that I will be missing the Philly Super Sunday, the first one I'm going to be missing in 2 years? I don't know. I don't remember the last time I missed one. That doesn't mean you guys have a free excuse to go, because I'm going to talk to my husband and see if I can go to the New York one on Saturday. The reason I'm going to miss Sunday is it's because it's my daughter's cheerleading banquet. It's her first one. I can't miss it. I would feel like a terrible, terrible, terrible mother. So I'm going to be missing Super Sunday, and I'm really sad, and I'm actually really afraid to tell Big Dave. But again, that does not give you guys a free pass to miss this Super Sunday. It gives you guys more of an incentive to go, because you're not going to have me telling you what you're missing. So make sure, if you guys are in the Philly area, make sure you go to the Philly Super Sunday. They're going to have Ashley Laughlin, who is like an amazing, amazing coach. She's a mom of two. She just literally just had a baby like 2 days ago. Not really. He's probably like 6 weeks old by now, but she just had a baby. She's been crushing this coach game. They're also having another guy coach who I actually just saw him do a YouTube training on inviting when I was looking for stuff for the Coach Education Center. So he's really knowledgeable. And they're going to have Michael Neiman from corporate, who is the marketing guy. So there's definitely going to be a ton of awesome value there. So just because there's not a trainer doesn't mean there's not going to be a lot of value and reasons for you to go. If you're not in the Philly area and you need help finding a Super Weekend near you, reach out. We can absolutely find one near you and get you in there. Guys, these live events are everything. They're amazing. They're pretty much why Mandy's here. They're pretty much the reason why your business can just catapult and take off. You leave there. There's nothing like being surrounded by like-minded people. It's why Summit is a non-negotiable for me. It's why usually Super Weekend is a non-negotiable for me. But otherwise, I would never consider being like, okay, I'm going to get in the car and drive for 2 hours to go to New York. That should tell you guys something, that they seriously are amazing and they are worth it. So I think that was it. Oh, for as far as the Ultimate Portion Fix goes, right now they're $20 off. It will be available to everybody on Monday. And then the 21-day fix workouts will start April 1st. And then the 21-day fix extreme workouts are going to start after that. It's like 4 weeks after that. I don't have the date off the top of my head. But they have the 3 weeks for the 21-day fix, and then there's a week in between, and then she's streaming the 21-day fix extreme workouts. She's going to stream the 21-day fix extreme workouts around the same time that we are going to start 80-day obsession. That's how I said we. The plan is to start 80-day obsession May 6th. So if you're in, which you should be because it's going to be amazing, definitely let us know. We'll get you in into that group. And then also challenge groups. So everything is moved over to the My Challenge Tracker app. The reason I moved it over to the My Challenge Tracker app is I can log in and I can see, and you guys can as well when you start your own groups, is I can log in and see who logged their workout and who logged their shake that day. So it saves me a ton of time from rather being like sending out individual messages and being like, see, you haven't, like, how are things going? And like going back and forth that way. I can literally send a message to everybody who didn't log for a week and be like, hey, I see you haven't logged. What's going on? And I've sent like 10 messages at once, and it sends them an email, and it doesn't, whatever. I get that having another app and having to go into another app can be a little bit of a hassle for people. But once they get used to it and once they get into the groove of it, I think it's so much better and it's so much easier. The only downfall is that you can't go live in it. That's the only thing I don't like. But that doesn't outweigh me being able to hold the challengers and people accountable. So that's why I switched. If you guys hit Success Club in February, you can run your own groups in March and April. You are more than capable and more than able to run your own groups. You can steal all of my posts. You can ask for the posts. Honest to God, guys, I go into the Grow My Business challenge group guides. And that's what I use. That's what I post every single day. Right now, I do Motivation Mondays, Transformation Tuesdays, I think Water Challenge Wednesdays, Thirsty Thursdays where they post a shake recipe. I think, no, maybe not. I don't remember what I'm doing on Thursdays. Fridays, I do Flex Friday. Saturdays when I do the shake challenge. That's when we do like the stories and like you tag everybody, because I think that's really fun and I'm a huge dork and I just love seeing all of that. And then Sundays I don't do a challenge. So that's just what I do. You guys can go on. This is what I did. I'll tell you exactly what I did. I went on to Pinterest and I searched challenge group ideas or something like that. And I got this like rainbow where it had like Motivation Monday. It had like Workout Wednesday. And I was like, well, I'm not doing that because you're supposed to work out every single day. So that seems silly. So there's a ton of all that stuff on Pinterest. That's exactly what I did. It took 5 minutes. And then what I do is I go to Google Images when I'm scheduling my posts, because I schedule them all on Sundays and I schedule them out for the week. If you guys haven't noticed, I post every day at the same time. It's because I schedule them to go up at the same time every single day. And I just Google image Motivation Monday, like tips or something like that. And I pick an image. Now be careful, because if you have a squirrel mentality like I do, sometimes you can be like, oh, that's a pretty one. Oh, that's a pretty focus, and just be like, I need to have this. So that's basically what I do in a nutshell. I steal it from Beachbody. I steal it from Google. I steal it from Pinterest. All three of these are resources that are available to you, and all three of these are resources, and YouTube, but you can't really use, you can use whatever. All three of these are resources that you guys can be using as well. So, okay, that was more than I just hit my daughter's toy. That was more than I planned to give. But all right, let's get into the price objection. So I get it. I hear it a lot too, right? It's like, oh, I can't spend that money on myself. I don't know. My husband's going to kill me. I got to talk to my husband about it, this, that, and the next thing, right? So number one, you can use the feel, felt, found, especially when I hear the husband excuse. I'm like, oh my gosh, I know exactly how you feel. I did not want to ask my husband to spend $160 on me. I was scared to death as to what he was going to say. I was not prepared to ask him for that. But I just got the courage and I asked, and he was by far the biggest supporter. So using that feel, felt, found, especially if you have a story with coaching and how it helps you get your products for free, can really help. But the number one thing with price objections is The thing to remember is that you want to provide the most value before you're asking for value. What does that mean for you? It depends. For me, it's healthy recipes. It's showing people how to do quick dinners where the kids are running around and going crazy. It's telling people about clean sheets and how you can still have your chocolate and, you know, enjoy life and all of that. It's the ripple effect and sharing it with your family and your kids. It's however it speaks to you and your journey, whether it changed your health reasons. It changed me. A lot of mine is like postpartum and nursing. I get a ton of DMs on a daily basis about from breastfeeding moms, whether they have a coach or not already, because that's what I share and that's what I post about. So people know that they can come to me about that kind of thing. And I am 100% will help them no matter what, whether they're a child, whether they're a prospect or not. Because that's what I'm about helping moms feel better and feel confident, whether or not I benefit from that. And hopefully they're telling their friends, hey, go follow this girl because she's super helpful and she's sharing with me how to do things. And I think she could share that with you too. So always ask yourself every single day how you can provide value. It does not have to be anything groundbreaking, you guys. I went on my Insta stories tonight. I made quinoa for the first time in my Instant Pot. And I was like, this is amazing. It took me literally 1 minute to make it in the Instant Pot. And I was like, everybody needs to know this. Everybody. So I went on my Insta stories and I talked about it. That's it. That's providing value. Sharing, you know, like even a workout move of the day. I don't recommend like stealing a workout. I don't recommend showing all of the workout moves because then people are going to be like, oh, I don't need to buy from you. I'm just going to do the workouts that you show on your stories. You're like, I shot myself in the foot. But if you show like a move of the day and you tell them how to do it, for example, I did Lift 4 week 2, day 2 today, where he had you do the plank and you do the shoulder taps. So I told people how to do that. It was like, this is what you do. If you find yourself rocking like I was, take your feet wider. I'm not stealing anything from Joel when I say that because I'm not telling them anything that they can't Google. Right? Anything that they wouldn't hear from a personal trainer at a gym. Now, if I'm posting the entire workout and I'm posting it to my IGTV and I'm like, hey, here's a 35-minute workout that you can do and all you need is dumbbells and a mat to finish with core, that's stealing Joel's exercises. And that's like, there's a difference there. So just want to make sure you guys understand that. But sharing that, adding value, all of that is what's going to help you. Again, people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. It's going to get people to like and to trust you and know you also, but they do that through your social media posts anyway. So the other thing to remember too, you guys, is that people are going to complain about the price no matter what. If they don't see the value in it, meaning they don't see the need that they have for themselves, they're going to complain about it. At the end of the day, $160, you guys, for a nutritionist, a gym that goes with you wherever you go, and you don't have to report at a certain time and miss your workout for the day, and accountability and support that nobody has and everybody wants, is literally unvaluable. If you're focusing on the price objection and that's all you're hearing and that's what you're focusing on, your energy flows where your focus goes. So what do I always tell you guys that I got from my boy Josh Coates? Your limiting beliefs are always looking for a story to justify themselves, right? So if you believe that this is too much and that this price, like $160, is too much for people to spend on getting themselves healthy, getting their families healthy, and having them live long, fulfilling lives, that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to hear. That's what you're going to focus on. If that's what you think, honestly, guys, I don't feel like you're believing in the products that way. If you're thinking that this is so expensive and I can't possibly ask somebody to spend this amount of money, number one, you're probably overthinking the invite and you're probably not sending the invite. And then number two is you're not believing in the products, which means you're probably not using the products, which means you're probably not sharing the products, which means you probably don't have a story about the products. All things that we need to have, right? So we need to be drinking our shakes every day. We need to be using the performance line. We need to get behind the Ultimate Portion Fix launch, because that program, you guys, is literally for everybody. 2B Mindset's amazing. I'm not knocking 2B Mindset. It's great for some people. It's personally not my jam, but some people had awesome results from it and some people absolutely love it. I need more structure. I need somebody to tell me this is how much you're supposed to eat of your food. And I need to be able to have my carbs with dinner if I want it. I need to be able to, not have to weigh myself every morning. I don't like that. Not a thing for me. And it's just not for me. It could be for somebody else though. And it's important to do that program so you know whether or not it's for you and whether or not it could be for somebody else. So when somebody's asking you a question like, well, should I do 2B Mindset or should I do Portion Fix? If you haven't done either one of them, you can't answer that question. So being able to have a story by using the products is really, really important, you guys. The other thing too is you will never in a million years, never once has a deal been blown because of something you did. You cannot say the wrong thing to the right person. Never. You will never say the wrong thing to the right person. You can say the right thing to the wrong person, and it still will go out the door and over their head, and they still will say no and object on the price and give you whatever excuse that they want to give you. But you will never blow it because you did something. You will blow it because you didn't do something. You didn't send the invite. You didn't follow up. You didn't ask questions. You just, those are really how deals are blown, is by not doing the things that you know you should be doing. So when you're thinking about like, oh gosh, I don't know if I can send that invite today. I mean, her Instagram, she's probably already doing something. Number one, the more you think about it, the more time you're wasting to not get your invites done. The more time you waste not getting your invites done, the less invites you send because you're running out of time. The less invites you send, the less people you have in your funnel. And then what did I say? Your limiting beliefs are constantly looking for a story to justify themselves. So the less people you invite, the less yeses you hear, the more no's you hear. The more no's you hear, the more you think, oh, I can't do this. I'm a bad salesperson. I'm not good at this. I'm not a good coach. I can't inspire anybody. Nobody wants to join me. And your limiting beliefs come and then you quit. And that's not what we want. Your limiting beliefs are just that. They're limiting beliefs, you guys. They're not reality. They're not. They're just not. They're simply stories that we tell ourselves. Now, if we change it and we tell ourselves a positive story and a story that can encourage others, that you can encourage others, then you focus on the yeses, you focus on the people joining you, you focus on people coming into your funnel. Here's the thing too. There are how many words are hard. Retail stores in the United States, right? Like you go to a strip mall, there are like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of retail stores. Okay. I worked at Express in college. And I just remember I worked at the one in Philly. It was in Liberty Place. If you're not familiar with Philly, it's like it's like Philly, like the mall in the city, right? So we would have everybody come in, all walks of life. People who came in during their lunch hour that worked in the office building, and people who just were coming in off the street because they were visiting the city for the day, and Liberty Place is kind of like a touristy stop. So let's say 1,000 people walked into Express that day. And I would be, folding the clothes, putting the stuff away. And one of the things that you did as a retail worker is you greeted everybody. Hey, how are you today? Just looking. Okay, I asked how you were doing, but awesome. Okay, great. Hope, wonderful. But how, How are you? Just looking, just looking. And so 850 people are going to tell me that. Out of 1,000 people that walk into the store, 850 are going to say, I am just looking. No, no, thank you. No matter what. I could be offering them the free cashmere sweater of their dreams, and they are going to tell me no because of whatever reason. Whatever. It could be whatever reason. 50 of them are going to be on the fence. They're going to be like, maybe I want that sweater. Maybe I don't. It just depends. And that's when the value comes in, the conversations come in, the questions come in, all of that stuff. Well, are you cold? Do you think you want the sweater? All those questions that really get down to the nitty gritty of their pain point of why this could actually help them. And then 100 of them are going to say yes no matter what. No matter what. They're coming in there. They have an event. They have a birthday party. They're going out. They have something with urgency that they need something from that store. It doesn't matter what it is. They need a new necklace to go with their dress that they just bought at the store next door. It doesn't matter, but they need something. 100 people are going to say yes. But if you're focusing on those 850 people who blew you off and are just like, no, you're never going to give the 50 people who are on the fence a shot because you're focusing on the 850 and you're just like, they told me no, I shouldn't even ask that person because they're probably just going to tell me that they're just looking too. When in reality, they're on the fence. They could be like, yeah, you know what? I do want a necklace to go with those awesome shoes I just got at Aldi. Or not Aldi, that's the grocery store. Aldo. Foodie at heart. What can I say? So we have to be giving people the opportunity, right? The invite to you guys is about letting them know what you have to offer. The invite is not getting them to say yes right away. It's amazing if and when they do, and you like want to kick your heels and be like, I have the most perfect script, you guys. Everybody needs to use it. When in reality, you pretty much said the exact same thing to 10 people before, and they either said no or didn't respond to you, but this one person needed you at that time, and you sent the right thing to them, or you sent whatever you send to them, and they said yes. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm amazing. I have the best. Everybody needs to use this script. But the invite really is not about the yes. The invite is about letting them know what you have to offer. And hey, I'm running this virtual boot camp where we're focusing on portion control and clean eating and getting rid of the sugar addiction in our diets. What do you think? Do you want to do it with me? Oh, no, I'm good. But, thanks for asking. And then you keep sharing about it and you keep posting about it and you keep talking about it. And they're like, she seems really happy. She's really passionate about what she does. Maybe I should check into that. And then you reach back out to them the following month. You know what? I have been thinking about this. I've been seeing what you post. I've been seeing what you share. Yeah, I think I will this time. I think I will give it a try. That's where the importance of social media comes in too. If you're not posting and you're not sharing, when you send that invite, you're ultimately shooting something into a black hole. Because if there's nothing for them to go back to and look on your page for, and there's no consistency, they're not going to trust you. So that's why that's why social media posts are so important. Because not only does it tell everybody what journey you're on and let them know that they can join you, but it also lets people know that you're in this, you're doing this, and you're going to be there by their side when they sign up. So if you're holding back from posting on social media, from the invites, from any of that, you're holding yourself back, again, from the 50 that are on the fence, and you could be holding yourself back from the 100 that are going to say yes. So instead of focusing on the 850, focus on the wins. Focus on the good parts of your hard work, right? Stop thinking that everybody depends on you, right? People aren't saying no to you. They're saying no to the opportunity because they don't believe that they have enough value in themselves. So stop thinking that it's because of you that you did something wrong, you said the wrong thing. Like, it has nothing. Again, detach yourself from the outcome. There's no emotion. Like, if you need to go to a yard sale this weekend because it's springtime and it's nice outside, go to a yard sale, negotiate some prices, and detach yourself from that outcome, and then go send your invites, because that is what it's like. There's no reason why you guys need to have any type of emotional attachment. I get it. It's hard. You know how amazing this stuff is. You know how much it can help other people. So when people won't even give it a chance, it's like, but they're missing out, because you're amazing. You have so much to offer every single person that you talk to. So they're missing out. You're not missing out. And I have an affirmation for you guys, because affirmations are my jam lately. Oh, they are so good. I love them. They get me started every single morning. And it just gets me I'm like, okay, all right, Joel, what do you got for me? I'm going with this. So here's my affirmation for you guys. My worth is golden. If people don't invest in what I have to offer, it's because they don't realize yet that their worth is golden. I feel like every time I do affirmations, I have white light shining down on me. So that's what I have for you guys. In a nutshell, focus on the value. Focus on giving more than you're going to get. If you're asking for $160, $200, give them $400, $500, $1,000 worth in value, because that's what's going to get them to know, like, and trust you. Be consistent in posting on social media, and be consistent in sending out your invites. Get those people into your funnel. That is all you need to do, is get them into your funnel. Because once they're in your funnel, until they tell you, take me off of your list, you keep following up with them. I'm pretty sure every single one of you are here because I or somebody else followed up with you. So think about that every time you are stopping yourself from the follow-ups. And every time you're stopping yourself, tell yourself that you're wasting time. You're literally wasting time. I was talking with Josh yesterday, and he gave a very similar, this is pretty much where I stole most of this call from him, but he was like, go and do it. Just go and get it done. Because once you get it done, then you have time for everything else. You have time for the pretty graphics, and you have time for the challenge group, and you have time for, you'll be amazed at how much time you have when you focus and you just get it done. So I was like, okay. So I went upstairs, sat on my bed. In 20 minutes, I sent out 40 messages. And it was literally just a thank you for following me message. It was a connection message, and that was it. And I was able to get 40 of them done in 20 minutes because I was focused, and that was my task. And that was what I was doing. I was not responding to anybody. I was not looking at anybody's stories. I was not scrolling Instagram and saying I was working. I was not looking on Facebook. I was not going back and forth between Instagram and Facebook. I was literally sitting down and sending connection messages. 20 minutes, done. You guys will have to send out 40. That's my goal. But whatever your goal is, make sure that you're hitting that every single day, because those connection messages are, again, getting people into your funnel, getting them eventually to that invite, because we want to do the form, family, occupation, recreation, then message. I literally just before this call got a cold message from somebody doing Ronan and Fields, and I'm like, I thank you now. And I always do respond to them because I don't like it when people don't respond to me, and I want to put out what I would like to get back. And I'm just like, no, I'm good. No, thank you. So, but again, I'm going to leave you with this. Instead of thinking that everyone matters, or I'm sorry, instead of thinking that, yes, I was right. Everyone matters. Focus on everyone matters. The power of one. Just help one person today, tomorrow. Help one person, because ultimately that's why we started and that's why we're here. So if you focus on that, getting people into the funnel and once they're in the funnel, give them something free, you guys. Free groups. We have meal plans. Send them a recipe from the Beachbody blog. The Beachbody blog is the most undervalued, underused part of the site. They have meal plans on there, you guys. They have dessert recipes. They have slow cooker recipes, Instant Pot recipe. They have everything that you could ever need on there. They have tips on getting up in the morning. They have tips on what to do when you're sore. They have tips on everything. So that's another really, really good resource. So that is all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your patience while I figured out how to use Zoom. And I'll talk to you guys all soon. I'll see you in the Education Center. I'll see you in the team page. And I will see my leaders and my masterminds on Thursday. All right. Thank you guys. Have an awesome night.